Hey everyone, Flapjack here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into the Black Ops 6 beta, sharing my experience, what I loved, and what could be improved. The beta just dropped and I've spent about 10 hours playing it. Let's break it down into the gameplay, maps, graphics, and overall feel of the game. Let's move on into the gameplay experience, and notably, the gunplay. The gunplay in Black Ops 6 is quite good and feels very comfortable. It's distinctly slower than previous titles, but I see this as an advantage personally. There are still the run and gun SMG opportunities, but the game emphasizes medium range combat more. Recoil is very controllable and attachments enhance the weapons without making them overpowered. The base guns feel great to use and are only enhanced by the attachments. One thing to note is that the shotgun feels very overpowered at short to medium range and definitely could use a nerf. Assault rifle feels suitable for medium range combat, while short range is more reserved for SMGs and shotguns. Overall, the weapons feel balanced and only small tweaks will be needed for the final balance. Now moving on to the movement and controls, and of course, the all-new omnidirectional movement system. This new system is absolutely a game changer. It offers a lot more freedom in how you move around the map. Many players I found were dolphin diving just to try out this new system around the map. The biggest difference is the new supine position, which eliminates the annoying prone lock that I found from previous games. You're able to roll around and look behind you as opposed to being locked looking left to right at 90-degree intervals. While the focus on this new movement system is a bit intense, I feel it's a great addition to the series. A new addition to the perk system is the Specialty system. If you pick 3 perks of the same type, notably Recon Enforcer or Strategist, you activate a combat specialty. This gives you an extra ability based on the perk type. I really enjoyed using the Recon combat specialty, which shows enemy heat signatures through walls for a short time after you respawn. It's a great way to quickly get your bearings and know where the threats are, helping you make better decisions when getting back into the action. Kill streaks and score streaks are as expected, with no real innovation here. My only comment would be about the interceptor score streak, which takes down enemy airborne streaks. It seems like a good addition, but it has a really high score of 1250. For me, it makes more sense to just keep on the chopper gunner and go for the extra points. Moving on to the maps. The beta included 6 maps, 4 regular maps, and 2 of the smaller strike maps used in the face-off and gunfight modes. I didn't encounter any major issues with the regular maps. Of note was Babylon, where I found that spawn camping was particularly effective, and could possibly use a nerf or tweaking of the spawning system. Overall, the maps offered a healthy mix of long, medium, and short-range combat, with a lot of good verticality mixed in as well. My favorite map was Pit, one of the smaller face-off maps. It used verticality really well without making the high positions overpowered. Now moving on to the graphics and sound design, which is unfortunately an area where this game is a bit lacking. Graphically, it was disappointing. Despite using a 3080 Ti, I had to set the game to medium-high settings to maintain even 100 FPS, and I still experienced the occasional stutters, and of course there was plenty of crashes throughout the test. I hope this will improve before the full release, though I'm not too optimistic given the recent history of Call of Duty games and their releases. On the bright side, the sound design is good. If you've played a Call of Duty game in the last 5 years, the sound design will feel very familiar, and you won't be anywhere out of place. Now I'd like to take a minute to highlight some of the cons I experienced throughout all aspects of the game. Notably was concussions, frag grenades. Any throwable felt like they took really long to throw. The game really slowed down that aspect, and it kind of felt like you couldn't even get off a throw if you were in the middle of a gunfight. As well, I found it hard to see enemy names when friendly players are nearby or obstructing the view, whether that means a friendly name is taking the place of an enemy name, or the colors are a little bit different. I did play around with different colors, and I did find that based on your color choice, you can improve this a little bit, but I still feel there's room to be improved on the game side. Finally, it's difficult to gauge the personal health status, often leading to unexpected deaths. I found that the vignette feel of the red blood splatter really didn't give a good indication of your overall health status, and I constantly had to check the bottom left corner where the health bar was to actually get a gauge of my health. This did improve as I played more and got more used to the system, but I do feel this could be improved so that I don't have to look to the bottom left every time I want to get a good gauge on my health. Let's move into my final thoughts and really summarize all the points I've said up to this point. Overall, Black Ops 6 has some promising elements, like the balanced gunplay and interesting maps, but there are areas that need improvement, of course. The new movement system is a nice addition, but the graphics and some gameplay mechanics could definitely use a polish. I'm hopeful that these issues will be addressed before the full release, although I'm not holding my breath on it. Anyways, let me know in the comments if you played the beta and what your thoughts are, and if you agree with what I've said so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming reviews and content. Flapjack out.